Hello, Steve Post here from Motor Racing Network at the Racing Electronics display here at the PRI show in Indianapolis, Indiana. And you never know who's going to walk in, and we love when this guy walks in. Kenny Schrader's here. Hey, man, how are you?
I'm doing good. Just walking around the show looking at all the neat stuff, and, well, you can spend a lot of money here.
I'm sure you can, that's for sure. Probably see a few people that you've met and raced against and raced with over the course of time, too.
Yeah, I mean, from people from last year to 45 years ago, you know. So yeah, a lot of, I mean, everybody, it's just it's a happening besides just for the industry and all the vendors to be able to showcase their products and stuff, but it's just a big reunion.
Yeah, I've said that. I've shared that. Reunion is the word that I've used as well. You're racing, absolutely amazing. I want to kind of go big picture. How much fun is it for you to continue to be able to do it as much as you get to do at this stage when so many people your age and so many people younger are no longer doing it? What does it mean to you to be able to continue to race as much as you do?
What do you mean at my stage? Your stage.
Okay, yeah, you've got a few years on a few people.
Yeah, okay. No, the problem is I'm having as much fun as I ever had. Otherwise, I could quit. You know, it'd be so much simpler. But no, I was in a car over 100 days last year. We raced 69 nights. Not really 69 races because some of those were qualifying nights for 2-day shows and stuff. We won 9. We were from Alaska to Florida, up in Connecticut to Arizona. I mean, I'm just having a riot still. I'm having so much fun. Most of the time we run our own cars. One out of Schrader Racing 20-something times this year. I drove somebody else's car. But, man, it's having as much fun as I ever had. I hate to think about quitting.
What is it? I've often thought about that, the gypsy spirit, if you will, as far as traveling around and unloading your car in a strange pit with strange competitors, people you've never seen before. What's just kind of, what is that like to be able to do that? And then everyone knows you too, so you might not know them, but they know you. That's got to be really neat just to pull into a strange racetrack somewhere far-flung and have a bunch of friends in 20 minutes.
Well, it's very enjoyable. You know, we don't pull into a lot of tracks anymore that we haven't been to. We're not. We haven't run near all of them, but we're closing in on right at 500. Went up to Fairbanks, Alaska this year and raced, and it was a riot, man. A lot of good cars and just a lot of fun. You go to a place like that. You have a beer, it's still light out after the races. You know, that was a big part. But that's very much a fun part of it.
What's your take on the state of dirt track racing across the country? You see more of it than anybody else. Where are we at with it?
I see some weekly shows that are struggling. You know, I see specials that are great, and I mean they're bigger than they've ever been. Which, you know, I mean, the World Outlaw races, and some of them they're at our track at Missouri 4 times a year. I mean, they're great. We go to a lot of those. We went to all the SRX races last year. I think our sport is genuinely healthy. We see a lot of tracks closing. That's because what you can bottom line make at a racetrack for a year. And some of these places, the property value, it's just time to be over. And then I hear a lot where, you know, we lost our racetrack. Well, guess what? Your racetrack needed all the weeds cut, needed the bleachers fixed, the restrooms were always clogged, the food was terrible. It needed to go away. You know, it's the racetrack's just like any other business. If you're not giving good service, you're not going to make it. So, overall, I think we're okay.
I love that, because there's some places you go to and you wonder, how is this place staying open? I'm with you on that, and there's sometimes the ones you read about that are no longer around. You mentioned SRX. What has that been like to be doing your short track stuff, but still doing that on a national level, national platform as well?
Well, you know, it's only 6 weeks here, and we did testing for the first couple of years, me along with David Stremme, and had a lot of fun. And last year I wasn't going to do the testing, and they called up and asked if I wanted to race, and I said, hell yeah, I want to race, but I just don't want to test, you know. But it's neat racing with those different guys. some of them you raced with before, but hey, I was last year at Lucas Oil Raceway in Wheatland. We're at in the same dirt race with Helio Castroneves and Jonathan Davenport. This don't seem quite right, but I mean it's great.
That is awesome, yeah. Helio and Jonathan Davenport. Not many people have raced against those two at the same night. That's for sure. That is really, really cool. You also mentioned your racetrack I-55 at Peevely. How are things going there? How's your things rolling along there?
Well, when I say it right, it's Federated Auto Parts Raceway at I-55. But no, it's been good. We went in there in 1995. Ray and Sue Marler and myself, and. The last 3 or 4 years have been some of the best years we've had. When the Outlaws come there, they just pack that place. Unbelievable shows that they've had. We've got some great late mile races there. It's just, it's doing good.
I'm glad to hear that. Final question for you. You mentioned them, Federated Auto Parts. To have you talked about how you're having a blast, how this is the most fun you've had. To have a partner like that embraces that has got to be another layer of the blessing.
It is. This year, 2024 will be our 25th year together. I assume we're doing stuff. We're scheduling stuff. We haven't seen no contracts or nothing, but we're scheduling events, so I think we're okay. But no, they've been a great partner, and what they use the program mainly for is getting out to their suppliers and stuff. It's not so much as much to get the Federated name out as it is to take care of their everyday customers.
Nice, neat stuff. Ken, always a pleasure. Thanks for dropping by the RE booth.
Thank you, Steve.
There we go. Ken Schrader joining us here at Racing Electronics.